Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a quick reading on their current feelings. Okay, how are they currently feeling about you and about the connection that the two of you share with one another. As always, this is a general reading, and with it being a general reading, please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. Pile 1, we have smoky quartz. Pile 2, we have amethyst. And pile 3, we have some type of agate. Hello, pile 1, my smoky quartz pile. Let's get into it. Let's see what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you and about the connection that you both share. Okay, what is on their mind when it comes to you and when it comes to the connection? How are they currently feeling, pile 1? Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, death. Something needs to change. Okay, so I don't know what that means to you. Maybe we'll get a little bit more into it, but I would say something needs to change. I say that especially because the 8 of Pentacles for me is going to bring up like working on something, and then the death card is going to bring up new beginnings, changes, endings even. So it's like something needs to change within this connection. That's the very strong message. Something needs to change. One or both of you need to work on something, etc. We have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups to me is a very hopeful message because it's indicating that whatever this person feels like needs to change, they're very hopeful that the two of you have exactly what it is that you need in order to change the situation here, in order to change the dynamic. Whatever's going on here, they feel very confident in the fact that the two of you will be able to work together, especially when you like the two of you working together is something that's going to allow for this connection to keep on going. You know, like whatever changes are happening here, whatever work needs to be done, whatever changes need to be made, it seems like this person feels very strongly in the fact that the two of you have exactly what it takes and have what the other person maybe needs to feel supported through whatever this transition might be. We have the Emperor jumping out next, and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe something that this person feels like needs to change or needs to be worked on could be moving closer toward or moving forward toward a more so committed relationship, just because to me the King of Pentacles is going to represent commitment. The Emperor is going to represent like being there for someone, relying on someone. It's going to represent commitment. It's going to represent stability and security, as is the King of Pentacles. Basically, the vibe that I get here as far as what your person is thinking and feeling about you is that something needs to change within this connection. I feel like for some of us, what literally needs to change or is the dynamic between the both of you, and that this person wants to make this or transition this connection into something that is much more so committed to one another. I feel like when it comes to being there for one another or working together through whatever this is, this person feels like you're both highly capable of doing so. I look at the 9 of Cups sometimes as a card that's going to indicate that you have everything you need. So to me, we start out, let's say, with the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles to me is going to represent something like working on something. It's going to represent self-worth, self-confidence. And then we move forward to the Death card. And the Death card is going to represent, again, changes, new beginnings, endings, transitions, etc. The 9 of Cups is going to represent that we have all that it is that we need. And I feel like a large part of that too is the fulfillment or finding fulfillment in one another, finding support in one another, finding guidance in one another. I hope that that makes sense. You know, like whatever, because I feel like for some of us, let's just say those of us that are in more so established connections and something needs to change. Maybe somebody's been feeling very insecure lately. Maybe somebody lost their job. Maybe somebody's going through a more so personal transition. But you feel like you can depend on this person. And the same goes for your person. Maybe something occurred within your person's personal life, and they need to work on it, and they're going through this transition. There's a major change that is taking place within their life right now. But they know that they still have you. It's almost like that both of y'all are rocks for one another. You know, like you are their rock, they are your rock. They know that regardless of whatever it is that they're going through, or the both of you are going through together, that you will be there for them, and that you will be supportive and kind and uplifting, that you will provide them with the stability, security, and safe haven basically that they need, and vice versa. Because it could very well be that you are working through some issues and transitions and changes of your own, and this person wants you to know that they have your back. I love, love, love to see this when it comes to romantic readings, because of the fact that this person and you really seem to be supporting one another at this time, because of the fact that there is equal and reciprocal communication with one another. There's mutual respect, mutual commitment, there's mutual loyalty, there's this mutual support that the both of you seem to give one another, where you're safe spaces for one another, where you are supportive to one another, where you uplift one another, where you are helping the other person grow. And they are helping you grow, and that leads me to one of my favorite things to say, which is that this connection truly seems to be a connection that can grow and that can learn together throughout time. Okay, certain things within your lives, like within your personal lives, certain things within your external world might be changing or might be undergoing some type of transition, but the two of you stick together. And this person knows that they can rely on you to be there for them, and you know that you can rely on them to be there for you. That's one of the strongest vibes that I get from this reading. And I feel like whatever this is that the two of you need to work on, whether it's separately or together, you're supported by each other as you go through and make whatever changes you need to make. Okay, or just even, let's say, like survive through and get through the day through whatever changes that are happening here. I hope that that makes sense. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. This might not resonate, of course, with every single person that's listening to it, but I do feel like you and this person are helping one another to grow, and I feel like this person really feels like you are their number one supporter and uplifter, that you are their rock, that they know that they can look at you for that stability and security that they need right now, especially while certain things are taking place in their life. And let's get an oracle card or two from this deck as well. We have invest, see if they're the one, spend time together, make an effort getting to know them, and emotional investment. And I feel like there's a huge emotional investment within this connection. I feel like the two of you are very invested with these Pentacles cards, but also with that Nine of Cups. There is a lot of emotional fulfillment that the two of you get from this connection with one another. Okay, the two of you are very emotionally invested with one another. I feel like the two of you do spend time together. I feel like this pile might make more sense for those of us that are in a more so established connection with this person. Okay, but this person, let's say if this is not a more so established connection, and maybe this is speaking a little bit more predictively, one of the ways that you're going to build this beautiful, supportive, loving and healthy relationship with one another is by spending more time with them, is by making an effort to get to know them better, and is by building up that emotional investment. Because I feel like when it comes to this connection, the two of you have built such a strong, emotionally intimate, loving, healthy bond with one another that the two of you are always going to have one another's backs whenever anything is taking place, whenever there's something that needs to be worked on, whether it's separately or together, whenever there's transitions or changes taking place in one of your personal lives or your external worlds, the two of you are very close to one another, are very loved and are very loving toward one another, etc. I hope that makes sense in some way. Pile 1. Let's try to get one more card. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. And we have engagement ring, with the engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Okay. Overall, I would say that this is a very lovely little spread that we did here today. I feel like mainly if you turn this on and you are in a more so committed relationship with this person already, if this is a more so established connection, this person truly has your back right now. And I feel like the two of you are moving forward toward a commitment for years to come with one another. Okay, this is a very happy, healthy, supportive, and loving relationship that is blossoming here. For those of us that are in newer connections, I feel like perhaps some of what it is that we're working toward, or what it is that we need to work on, and a change that needs to be made, is basically the dynamic between us. Okay, that we both have feelings for one another, that we both feel like this relationship is moving forward, that we both feel like this relationship or this connection, let's say, is moving forward toward a romantic relationship, that this person and you are to them, like that they feel like basically that you are the person of their dreams, and they're wanting to, like, let's say, lock it down. They are wanting to move forward toward a much more committed relationship than the relationship or connection that the two of you have right now. Okay. And again, we're still on the newer people, just for me to wrap this up. So the two of you might be building up your confidence to work toward changing the dynamic within this connection. We're both really looking at one another as the person of our dreams. There's physical and emotional intimacy that's being built, and the two of you want this connection to move forward toward a more so committed relationship. You're being urged to continue to build that emotional investment. There's a very equal there's a lot of equality and a lot of reciprocation within this connection. Okay, you both give and you both receive love, affection, attention, time, effort, and energy, etc. And when we move forward to the engagement ring, it seems as though you and this person, even for the newer connections, are moving forward toward a very long-term commitment with one another. Pile 1. I hope that makes sense. I hope that this resonates for those of us who it is meant for. And aside from that, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 2, my amethyst pile. Let's get into it. Let's see how your person is currently feeling about you, what is on their mind when it comes to you and when it comes to the connection that you both share. Okay, how is your person feeling about you, pile 1 or pile 2? I've been doing that all day. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands to start us off. The 6 of Swords. The 6 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. I thought we were losing another card, but then this card slipped out. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Again, he jumped out for number 1 or pile 1 as well. And the Page of Wands. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to this connection, it's almost like this person is kind of torn between moving away from it, like moving on from it, and trying to work on it. Okay, so to me, we start out with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands to me can represent someone that feels overburdened. It could even be here that this person's trying to make positive movement forward while they've got a lot going on within their lives. Like they want to make positive movement forward toward this connection. They want to put themselves out there, but they have a lot of responsibility on their plate right now. They've got a lot of things going on within their own life right now. And it makes it difficult for them to provide equal or reciprocated time, effort, and energy into the connection. And it's something that they're working on. It's something that they want to begin to resolve, and they want to be able to put themselves out there more with you, but it's not exactly something that's maybe 100% possible at this point of time based on where we start with the Ten of Wands. You know, it's something that they want to do and something that they see for this connection, but it might not exactly be something that they can provide at this point in time. My other thing here that I feel like could be going on here, so I'm going to briefly go over it, and I'm going to say, I'm sorry if I say anything harsh or hurtful. I'm not trying to be harsh or hurtful. I'm only trying to read some tarot cards. And take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you, pile 2. But I do feel like when it comes to some people for pile 2, something about either this person's personal life or the connection itself has become very burdensome, and they are deciding to move on or to move forward from it. I feel like part of this has to do with work or has to do with their job. Part of it could even have to deal with some physical distance that's between the two of you. And they are trying to work on themselves and figure out their own life. I feel like with this Page of Wands ending it, and even the Eight of Pentacles, it could to me, like for me, it's bringing up this person hasn't even found themselves yet. You know, like this person doesn't even know what they're about yet. This person doesn't even know what they're passionate about. This person has no idea what they're doing with their life. They're trying to establish themselves. Thus, they don't have time to establish the connection in a way that would be conducive for this connection to move forward, to move onward and upward with one another, etc. Okay, so pile 2, I do feel like there's a couple of us where, again, this person's trying to figure out their own life. They don't feel very settled, stable, or secure within their own life right now. They're trying to make positive movement forward. They're trying to figure out what it is that maybe they're going to do for work. They're trying to figure out maybe where it is that they're going to move or live or settle down at. They feel very unsettled within their own life right now, and they're trying to figure out their own life. And they're moving on from this connection so that they can, let's say, find themselves, I feel like is the best way for me to sum it up. I hope that that maybe makes sense and gives a little bit more clarity to those of us that are listening to pile 2 and feel like this person has been like moving on or moving away from us. Now, for the others, because I do feel like there's a dual message taking place here, I feel like that Ten of Wands is strictly related to this person's personal life. I feel like there's certain things going on within their career that are extremely burdensome. And it's like they want to make positive movement forward when it comes to this connection. They want to be able to give equal time, effort, and energy, but they're incapable of doing so when they have all of these other things taking place right now within their life. Okay? They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to work on it. And they are going to be reaching out again. And they are going to be trying to make plans with you. And they are going to be putting themselves out there more when it comes to this connection. You know, they're trying to make positive movement forward toward you. But there's other things that they've got going on right now. It reminds me of one of the like messages from your person decks that has a card in it that says something like, I just have something else to do right now. Please try and understand. Because it just seems like this person literally does have something else that is taking precedent over their lives right now. And they need to figure that out. But they are still very much so interested in and wanting to work on things and wanting to be able to provide more time, effort, and energy to the connection. But it is something that is difficult for them to do at this point in time. Okay, and I feel like when based on these cards here, as far as the way that they're feeling about you, I would say that they are interested in you. And they're interested in getting to know you more. They're interested in trying to explore this connection more. But I don't really feel like it goes too far beyond that. Let's get some oracle cards out here and see if there's anything else about how it is that they feel about you. Because I feel like right now this brought up a lot of like how they're feeling about the connection. And I feel like they're interested in you. I feel like there's chemistry between the both of you. I feel like they want to put themselves out there more. And they want to try to move forward when it comes to this connection. They just don't really have the time to do so right now. Okay, we have the Phoenix starting us off, and I do feel like the Phoenix is a very good sign, especially for the majority of us, where I feel like this person is, very interested in us, but doesn't really have the time, effort, or energy. And that this is something that they're working on. They're trying to move past this, and they're trying to find the time, effort, and energy. They want to rekindle things between the both of you, or they want to kindle, let's say, things between the both of you. They want this connection to move forward. They want this connection to grow and to evolve between the two of you. And they're trying their best to give you any time, effort, and energy that they have when they do reach out to you, and when the two of you do flirt with one another, and when the two of you do make plans and make dates with one another, etc. So this person is looking forward to and wanting to move forward toward a, new beginning, or the next phase that this connection would be in. We have ascending, which is also beautiful news here. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase again, and preparing for union. So again, for many of us, this person is very interested in us. I just don't feel like and what this is kind of bringing up for me is this person likes you, is very attracted to you, wants to get to know you more, is very interested in you. There's a lot of attraction and chemistry between the both of you, but the two of you might not have had the time to build the emotional investment in one another. And that's why for me, it feels like, yeah, this person's very interested in you. When it comes to, how does this person feel about you? There's not all these lovey-dovey feelings here, but I feel like there's not all these lovey-dovey feelings here because the two of you haven't had enough time, effort, or energy, or emotions invested in one another yet. And at first, we have to get through whatever these hurdles are and begin to build that emotional investment with one another. And that's going to be what allows for us to transcend whatever the obstacles are and begin this new phase with one another. And I feel like the new phase with one another is the two of you being able to spend more time together and being able to work together to resolve certain things, being able to reciprocate one another's time, effort, and energy, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, pile 2. And we have the palm tree card. And I feel like the palm tree card, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Again, we get this message of growth. And I feel like the ascending card, it might not say growth on it, but it is talking about growth. And I feel like when it comes to this connection for the majority of us, whatever these obstacles are, they're taking place either in your personal life or your person's. And I feel mainly that these personal issues, let's say, these burdens and these baggages that we are carrying with us have a lot to do with either our own house and home, like our family, or it has to deal with our career and something that's taking place within our work life overall, and even our education. So there's just a lot of busyness, I feel, taking place either in your life, their life, or both of your lives. There's a need or there's a want to make positive movement forward. There's a need and there's a want to grow and to get past these obstacles and to continue to grow within this connection and to continue to allow for this connection to grow. I hope that makes sense. I feel like what's coming up next for this connection is the two of you spending more time together. The two of you maybe seeing, especially from your person, them giving or devoting more time, effort, and energy to the connection. Them trying to establish the connection, and the two of you trying to emotionally invest in one another. And as the two of you continue to build and to grow that emotional investment, this connection is going to begin to move forward toward and become more committed to one another. I hope that makes sense. Pile 2, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 3, my agate pile. Let's take a look at how your person is currently feeling about you. What is on their mind when it comes to you and when it comes to the connection that you share. Okay, how are they currently feeling, my pile 3s? What is going on? Okay, pile 3, let's see. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is wonderful to see. Starting us out, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. What a lovely little reading. Oh, got too many cards there. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And the 6 of Pentacles. So, what a lovely little spread that we have here. I love positive love readings that are all good news. I really feel like this connection between you and your person and the way in which they feel about you, like they feel very strongly about you. This person, this connection, I feel like for some of us, this could be a more so established connection. If it is not, it's definitely going to become an established connection because we start out with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is indicative of a gesture of love, and that gesture of love is indicative of asking you out. It's also indicative of moving a connection forward or deepening the level of commitment within a connection. So if you are listening to this and you're in a more so established connection, this is definitely somebody who wants to continue to move forward with you. You know, if the two of you are just dating, you're moving forward toward being exclusive. If the two of you are exclusive, you're moving forward toward moving in or getting engaged or getting married, etc. So whatever phase you're at currently when it comes to this person, there's definitely going to be some advancement, let's say, when it comes to this connection. This person is very interested in you. I also feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's going to bring up things like this person at times maybe has the tendency to be very romantic. You know, that this person can be very charming. And I'm going to use the word gentleman, but of course it could be man or woman, whatever your preference is. But it's like this person is very, I guess the word would be chivalrous, I think is the right word to use. Just very charming and very chivalrous and very much so treating you how it is that you deserve, treating, like knowing your worth and seeing your worth and going forward and moving forward with that accordingly. You know, this is definitely somebody who is worth your time, let's say. But this person has very strong romantic feelings for you with that Knight of Cups, because with the Knight of Cups, he does bring forward this message of this person being, like, let's say, much more likely to make a real move, especially if the two of you are romantically interested in one another, but you're not exactly dating, etc., whatever the case might be for you and your person. With that Knight of Cups, to me, he's definitely going to, the Knight of Cups is definitely going to be someone who is taking things seriously, and is wanting to move things forward and make things more so tangible or grounded in their reality. They're not really somebody, let's say, like the Page of Cups, that's going to be very idealistic about it. Or the Seven of Cups even. That's like very idealistic type of cards. This person is going to make positive movement forward. They want to establish something more committed between the two of you. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is indicative also of opportunity and potential, basically meaning that this person sees that there are opportunities and potential for the two of you to grow. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, this would speak to a new beginning in love, that there's a emotional investment and emotional intimacy and even physical intimacy that's continuing to be built, and that this will continue to be built upon. This person really sees that there is a strong potential for the two of you to, let's say, end up together, because we move forward to the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, to me, it's a card of romantic fulfillment. It's a card of love and marriage and all these beautiful, lovely things to see in a love reading. And basically what we have here is this person seeing that there's potential, this person building upon the emotional investment that the two of you share, and this person really wanting to, in a tangible way, in a grounded in reality way, move this connection forward. You know, they want this connection to move on to whatever the next phase is, and then the next phase after that, and the next phase after that. Which leads me to say, especially with the Ten of Cups, that this person looks at you or views you as somebody that they can start a life with, build a life with, have a house and home with, have a family with, etc. This person really feels like there is a huge amount of potential for this connection to be very long-term and very committed to one another. We move forward to the Wheel of Fortune, and to me, the Wheel of Fortune is mainly here in this instance going to bring up positive change. And I feel like in general, it's bringing up positivity. It's bringing up, even let's say in a cheesy way, that this person feels very lucky to have you in their life, since it is the Wheel of Fortune we're dealing with. But this person feels like there's going to be, and there has been perhaps in the recent past, very positive changes coming about when it comes to this connection. Now, I feel like with the Six of Pentacles to me is a card of reciprocation. So there's been equal time, effort, and energy. There's been mutual love, mutual respect, mutual loyalty, mutual commitment, mutual feelings, especially for the less established connections. There's mutual feelings that are growing between the both of you, and both of you seem to be putting in equal time, effort, and energy. And it's showing this person, I feel like even in that regard, this person feels like they are lucky to have you, because they finally feel like they have a person, and for some of us, a partner that is actually devoting their time, effort, and energy to a connection. This person is feeling like, let's say, so lucky and so positive when it comes to the connection that you share, because they don't feel like it's all on them. And maybe for you, maybe for them, there's been one-sided relationships in the past, and this person definitely does not feel like this connection is one-sided. This person feels like this connection that the two of you are continuing to build, or are starting to build the emotional investment in one another. This person sees a future with you, one which they are actually going to make positive movement forward toward, and that there's positive changes occurring here. The two of you are deepening the level of commitment to one another, and the connection itself has been built on this reciprocation and this mutual love, mutual respect, mutual mutual feelings, mutual loyalty, mutual commitment. The two of you very much so want the same things when it comes to this connection. I would say that the two of you are perhaps highly compatible, that the two of you share a lot of the same life goals or core values with one another. There's a lot of reciprocation happening within this connection. And this person feels like this is a connection that is certainly going to last a long time, even a lifetime. Let's get some oracle cards out here. We have total connection. Okay, so like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types, and healthy attachment styles. I feel like that card speaks to itself. We have I like you, and I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and wanting to date or want to date. And last, we have passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. Okay, so to me, overall, I feel like a lot of these oracle cards speak for themselves. There's not really much to explain. There's certainly chemistry between the both of you. There's a lot of compatibility between the both of you. The two of you, with that I like you, definitely are having feelings for one another, and that these feelings are growing and evolving, and it seems like this connection and or relationship are growing and evolving. I feel like this like each other equally definitely speaks for itself in this sense of how much reciprocation is taking place within this connection. Overall, this just seems to be a very lovely connection. This person is worth your time. This person is wanting to move things forward. You're seemingly very much so wanting to move things forward as well. And it really does seem like in many ways you and your person have met, let's say you're someone that you have a total connection with, someone that you have found romantic fulfillment in. And it just seems like to me that this is a beautiful, lovely little relationship we've got going on here. And for some of us that it is a little relationship because it's just starting out, it really does seem as though the two of you are going to grow and to evolve into something much more. I really hope that this makes sense and that this resonates for those of us who it is meant to resonate for. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for allowing me to do such a lovely little love reading today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.